Hello everyone, this is Satya and I'm back with another video. It's been 2 weeks since the travel ban has been lifted and many travelers have already traveled from India to USA under different visa categories including H1B, H4, L1, L2 and especially tourist visa. This visa category is the most affected category due to this travel ban, and now that they have started traveling, and this video is all about the travel experience of B1, B2 who traveled from India to USA on November 20th. And we are also going to see which itinerary is a hassle-free route. Add on to it, we will also see a quick update on the applicants refused 221G due to the proclamation. So let's get into the video for more information. Before getting back to the real-time experience, a quick update on the applicants who have been refused under the section 221G due to the travel ban proclamation PP10199. We have already got an update from the head of the consulate last week stating that the consulate is going to start processing 221Gs, and now it's happening, which means few of the applicants have started receiving the emails from the consulate on the next step that they have to follow. Few applicants have started receiving email asking the applicant to submit their I-797 copy, passport and employment verification letter to the nearby consulate within 60 days after they receive the email from the consulate. So if you are one among the applicants who have been refused under the section 221G, then please keep an eye on your email and check continuous so that you don't miss any emails from the consulate. And you might be asked to submit the documents or you might be called for the interview. Still stick on to the instructions which has been mentioned in the email, and don't forget to submit your documents within 60 days. That is very important. Getting back to the real-time travel experiences, I'm going to share two different travel experiences. One from my friend's parents who traveled from India to USA on November 20th with the itinerary Chennai to Doha and Doha to Dallas, Texas. And another itinerary who used Air India for traveling from India to USA. First, let's see the experience of Qatar Airways. The itinerary was like Chennai to Doha and Doha to Dallas. And my friend's parents actually traveled from Coimbatore to Chennai, and they made sure that they reached the Chennai airport at least 3 hours before their boarding. And the time was actually correct for them. And recently, airlines also insisting all the passengers to reach the airport at least 3 hours before their boarding. The documents that they had with them before entering the airport is number one, the international vaccination certificate which has been downloaded from COVID app, and number two is a negative RT-PCR test taken within 3 days prior to their boarding. And during check-in, they have been given two other forms. One is the attestation form suggested by the CDC, and number two is the Qatar consent form. So the parents have asked to fill those documents and they have been submitted to the airlines itself. And apart from this procedure, none of these documents have been checked entire travel, which means be it at the Doha or after reaching US, none of these documents have been asked. And when it comes to vaccination proof, in any part of the travel, they were not asked for this proof, but the announcement were made that keep the vaccination proof handy so that whenever they ask for it, they can show the vaccination proof. But this doesn't mean that they are not asking for vaccination proof. The rule still remains the same, that you have to be fully vaccinated for you to travel from India to USA. So by filling this document, the check-in process is over and the other procedures were still the same. Nothing is different apart from this new documents to be submitted. And then during the travel, it was very safe travel is what they have shared. In fact, they have mentioned that this travel was much more comfortable compared to the travel that they had before the pandemic. During the travel, the Qatar Airways were more particular about the safety protocols to be followed. And for example, while sleeping, if the mask go down the nose, they wake up the person and make sure that the mask is above the nose, which is very important during this pandemic. This gives a strong belief that the travel is going to be very safe. And one more point to be added is, as they have opted for wheelchair, the travel was much more easier comparatively. When it comes to on arrival, the exit was very smooth. Actually, it took 1 hour for them to come out of the airport. And usually, the immigration takes some time because few questions will be asked, especially for B1, B2. The questions are like how long they are going to stay in US, and how about the return tickets and the reason for them to travel to US, and few other questions will be asked. But this time, None of the questions were asked, and it was very simple for them. They just collected the baggages and they exit the airport. And the ticket price was 3,000 for two people, and it is for round trip. And my friend booked through Qatar Airways directly, not through any agent. So it was 3K on the whole for a round trip. And as it is a B1, B2 tourist visa, insurance is very, very important. So my friend opted for Cover America Gold, and he chosen $50,000 coverage and $250 deductible. So the point to be noted over here is this insurance not only covers a pre-existing medical condition but also for COVID-19, which is really important in this current situation. Next, let's see Air India travel experience. Usually, travelers opt for Air India just because it's a direct flight from India to USA. And when it comes to parents, of course, it is going to be hassle-free because it's a direct flight. And when it comes to travel experience of the travelers who traveled from India to USA last week was not that great, because most of them have missed their luggages, and though they have traveled on November 12th or 13th or 14th, still there were a lot of people who didn't receive their baggages. And the point to be noted over here is it is not that easy for parents to take the situation, because many parents might be on the medication and their medicines were in the check-in luggages and still they not received. So they are struggling to receive the baggages, and there are a lot of people who tried reaching their customer service, and there are a lot of people who reached their Twitter account and many other means they are trying to reach the airlines to get their baggages back. Few were able to receive, but then even for them the things were broken in their luggages is what we heard. That is really bad. Hope Air India look into the situation and solve this issue. In case if you happen to face a situation, then you can reach out to the Air India counter and fill the form and give your address, and then make sure to have a continuous follow-up so that you receive your packages as soon as possible. You can also reach out to the airlines via Twitter, and in fact it is much more faster compared to the calls that you can have it with the customer service. With this travel experience, we can understand that people who choose to travel via Middle East had a hassle-free travel, but the option is yours. You can do your own analysis, and you can also get some feedback from your friends to know which itinerary works for you. And especially if it is parents, then make sure that they don't have long layovers so that it is not a tiresome travel for them. Make it simple. Choose your itinerary as simple as possible and with a less layover so that your travel is safe and enjoyable. Hope this information was helpful. Stay tuned with Purna Arti Vlog for more and more updates on embassy, immigration, travel and vlogs. Stay healthy, stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.